Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss chapter 14, factorization. Exercise 14.2, question number 4. Question number 4, first part is that x square plus 3x plus 2. We need to factorize it. We need to find the factor of the given polynomials x square plus 3x plus 2. So you can see here this is trinomials and nothing is common factors between them. So first of all we take its constant term. So here you can see constant term is 2 and the sign of 2 is positive and the coefficient of x, or you can say the coefficient of variable. Coefficient of variable is 3 and the coefficient of variable square is 1. So first of all we multiply the coefficient of square, coefficient of x squares. Okay, so coefficient of x square is 1 and constant terms. First we multiply the constant term and the coefficient of x square. So here you can see the coefficient of x square is 1 and constant term is 2. Okay, and here also you can see and that the constant terms are positive. So we find the factor of this multiplication product of constant terms and the coefficient of x square such that their multiplication or their product is 2 and their sum is 3. You can see here this is the product of the constant term and the coefficient of x square. This is 2. So we find the factor of 2 such that their sum is 3. So you can see here the factor of 2 is 1 into 2. Their sum is what? Their sum is 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Okay? 3 is the coefficient of what? 3 is the coefficient of variable. Coefficient of variable is coefficient of x. Okay? So you can see 2 into 1 is the factor of 2 such that their product is constant terms and their sum is coefficient of variables, or you can say 3. Okay? So we can replace 3 is equal to 2 plus 1. Here you can write x square plus, we replace 3, 2 plus 1, this is also 3 into x plus 2. This is clear? Now, here you can see in the bracket 2 plus 1 into x. 2 plus 1 into x is equal to what? Here we apply the distributive law. Distributive law of multiplication over addition. Distributive law of multiplication distributive law of multiplication over addition. Distributive law multiplication over addition. This is equal to a plus b into c. You can write according to the distributive law of multiplication over addition. This becomes a into c plus b into c. So according to this law, we can write it x square we write as it is, and here we apply distributive law of multiplication over the addition. Then it becomes 2x plus 1x and plus 2 we write as it is. After this we arrange it in a group such that each group have common factors. Okay? So we arrange it in a group such that each group has common factor. So we take first two terms x square plus 2x, this is first group. Now this is second 1x or x both are equal. Okay, So we write here x plus 2. This is the second group. Okay. So we arrange its polynomials in a group such that it have some common factor. So here you can see what is the common factor between them in first group. Obviously you can say x. If you have any doubt to find common factors, you express each term as a product of irreducible factors. Like here you can see, you write x square is equal to x into x. This is a product of irreducible factors of x square, x into x. This is clear? Now 2x is equal to 2 into x. 2 into x is the also product of irreducible factors of 2x. So here you can observe that x is common between them. X is common between them. So in this way you can say the x is common in first group. After taking common in first group, of first terms we have here only x. So we write x here plus here we write as it is, and here after taking common into 2x. In second terms of first group you can see we have only 2. So we write here 2. This is clear? Now you write plus as it is, and what is the common between them? So of course you can say nothing is common between second group. So you can say nothing but 1 is common between them. So we write here 1, and in the bracket you write x plus 2 as it is. This is clear? Now here you observe that in both terms, this is the first term and this is the first term, this is the second term. In both terms you can see x plus 2 is common. So again you can take common. After taking x plus 2, you have in first term x and the second term plus 1. Okay? So you can write here x plus 2 as a common factors in both terms, and here we get x and here plus 1. This is clear? So student, I hope all of you understood this part. Question number 4, exercise 14.2. In this question, this is given that factorize the following polynomials. So this is the first part of question number 4, and we are going to discuss next part. You can say second part of question number 4. What have been second part of question number 4? Let's see. Second part of question number 4 is that p square plus 22p plus 85. Let's see how to find the factorization of the second part of question number 4. This is given that p square plus 22p plus 85. Okay. So here you can see the coefficient of p square is 1. It means that the product of constant terms, question number 4, second terms, second part. This is given p square plus 22p plus 85. Okay. Don't read it 8.5. This is 85. Okay. So this is given p square 22p plus 85. You need to find its factorization. How you find its factorization? Here you can see the constant terms 84, constant term is 85, okay, and it is a positive. And also you can see in this question the coefficient of x square is 1. Coefficient of p square, also you can see the coefficient of variable. Coefficient of p square is 1 and the coefficient of p is 22. And here you can say the constant term, sign of constant term is 85. It means that you find the factor of constant term such that their product is 85 and their sum is 22. Okay. So here you can write 85 is equal to what? 17 into 5. Okay. This is equal to 85. This is clear? 17 into 5. This is equal to 85. Okay. So sum of their products. First multiply the quotient of p square. Quotient of p square is 1 and the constant term 85. This is equal to again 85. Okay, so we find the factor of 85 such that their product is 85 and their sum is 22. This is 22 is the coefficient of P. Here we use the fourth identity. What is the fourth identity? Fourth identity is that x plus a into x plus b. This is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus a into b. Okay. So if you compare this polynomial to this, then you get this is constant terms, AB is constant terms, AB is equal to 85 here, and this is the coefficient of variables here. Coefficient of variables a plus x. So a plus b is equal to what? 22. So here we can see if you find the factor of 85 means value of a plus b, or you can see the factor of 85 such that their sum is 22. So here you can see we find the factor of 85. This is equal to 17 into 5. This is the factor of 85, but their sum is 22. This is clear. Then I hope understood this part. And this is the fourth identities. Okay, you use it here. Simply you can say find the factor of 85 such that their sum is the coefficient of variables. This is clear. So let's see how to solve this question. So first we replace 22 by 17 plus 5. Okay, this is first step. We can write here p square plus, we arrange this 22 as 17 plus 5p plus 85. This is clear. Now here we use, after this we used here the distributive law of multiplication over additions. What do you know? Distributive law of multiplication over addition. We discussed several times the distributive law of multiplication. Distributive law of multiplication over addition. This is equal to what? This is equal to A plus B. This is equal to A plus B into C is equal to, according to this law, we can write it A into C plus B into C. Here you can see C multiplied in both terms from right hand side. So from right. So also we can say the distributive law, right distributive law multiplication over addition. We can write the right distributive law multiplication over addition, because C is multiplied here from right. Okay, and here also you can see P is multiplied from right. Okay, so you can write according to this law, according to the right distributive law of multiplication over addition, we can write P square as it is plus 17p plus 5p plus 85 we write as it is. This is clear. Now after this we arrange it and arrange it in a group such that each groups have common factors. We arrange it in a group. So we can form here first two terms, take the first two terms and the form of group like this, p square plus 17p. This is first group, and last two terms we can make second group, 5p plus 85. This is a second group. This is clear. Now, so this is first group, this is second group. What is the common between them in first group? So obviously you can say P. If you have any doubt, first you express it as the product of irreducible factors. After this, you can find the common factor between two terms in first groups. Okay. So if you have any doubt, so let's see how we express it as the product of irreducible factors. So you can write p square. P square is equal to what? P into p. This is the p square. Okay. Here you can see we express p square as the product of irreducible factors and 17p. 17p you can write 17 into p. Here also we express 17p as the product of irreducible factors. So what you notice here? You notice here that p is common between them. So take a circle like this. P is common between them. This is clear? If p is common between them, after taking common p in first group, the first terms are p and the second terms are 17s. Okay? So let's see, we take common p in first group and here we have in first term p and the second term 17. This is clear? Now we write here plus as it is, and you can see in second group, so what is the count between them? 5p and 85. Obviously you can see 5. I told you many times that if you have any problem to take common anywhere, so first you break it, you express it as a product of irreducible factors. After this you will take common easy way. Okay, so let's see how we express the 5p and 85 as a product of irreducible factors. Okay, so 5p is equal to, you can write 5 into p. This is 5p and 85. This is equal to 5 into 17. This is a 85. So obviously you can say that here what is common between them? 5, because 5 factor are both 5p and 85. So you can say 5 is common between them. 5 is common between them. So after taking 5 common in both terms, so we get in first terms is p and second terms is 17 in the second groups. Okay, so in this way we take common here 5 and inside the bracket we have p plus 17. So student, I hope all of you understood these steps. Now after this you see here this becomes first term, this becomes second term after taking common in first group p and 5 in second groups. Okay, and you can see in both terms, first term and second terms, what is common between them. Again you can say p plus 17, p plus 17 is common between them, because you can see p plus 17 here, p plus 17 also here. So you take common p plus 17. Okay, because p plus 17 is common between both terms. So we take common p plus 17. After taking p plus 17, we get here p and here 5 plus 5. So write here p plus 5. This is clear? So student, I know all of you understood this part, that how we find the factorization of p square plus 22p plus 85. Okay? So here at last we can write p square plus 22p plus 85 is equal to p plus 17 into p plus 5. Okay. So in this question, first we break this 22 like 17 plus 5, and after this here we apply the distributive law, or you can say write distributive law of multiplication over addition, and we make in a groups such that each group have common factors. So here in first group common factor is p, and in second group common factor is 5. And after this we notice that in both terms have p plus 17 as a common factor. So we take common factor p plus 17, then we get p plus 17 and in first bracket, and in next bracket after common p plus 17 we get p plus 5. So in this way you can say we find the factors or factorization of a given polynomial p square plus 22p plus 84. So student, I hope all of you get these questions. Now we are going to discuss next question, question number third part of question number 4. So let's see what have been third part of question number 4. Third part of question number 4 is that 6x square minus 11x minus 10. So let's see how to find the factorization of the given polynomial 6x square minus 11x minus 10. Okay, so first after this we find the factor of the given polynomial 6x square plus 11x minus 10. Now this is the third part of question number 4. I hope all of you understood the fourth part, second part of question number 4. This is the question number 4. Third part. This is given polynomial is 6x square plus 11x minus 10. So student, you can see this question on your screen board and tell me how to find the factorization of the given polynomial. The third part of this question is that 6x square plus 11x minus 10. So this is trinomials and nothing is common between them. So first we observe the constant terms. You can see the constant term is 10. This is with negative sign. And first and the coefficient of x square, but here variable is used. X is variable used. So coefficient of x square is 6. So first we multiply the coefficient of x square and the constant terms. So here we can see coefficient of x square and the constant terms. This is equal to 60. Here after this we see the sign of constant terms. Sign of constant terms is negative, and after this we look the coefficient of variables, means coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is 11. So it means that you find the factor of 16. The factor of 16 such that you find the factor of 16 such that their difference is 11. Their difference is 11. Okay, so we have many factors of 60s like 12 5 ja. Okay, 12 5 ja 60. The factor of 60 is 12 into 5. This is also 60. Again, this is equal to 6 into 10. You can say 60. Okay, 2 into 30. This is 60. 3 into 20. This is 60. And 4 into 15. This is 60. So also you can say 60 into 1. This is also 60. So but their difference, if you can see here, difference of the factor is 10 minus 6. This is equal to what? This is equal to 4. But we need 211. We need 211. So this is a not correct factor according to this conditions. Again, this 2 into 30 again 60. Factor of 60 is 2 into 30. So you can see here, this is also factors of 60 and their difference 30 minus 2 is equal to what? 30 minus 2 is equal to 28. But here we need 11. Okay, so this is not correct factors of 60. And again you can see 3 into 20. This is also factor of 60. So here if you find the difference 20 minus 3, this is equal to 17. But we need 11. Okay, because the coefficient of variable is 11. We find the factor of 60 such that their product is 60, but their difference. Why you find its difference? Because the constant terms is negative sign. So we find the difference of the 60 factor of 60 such that their difference is 11. Okay, so This is not correct. Factors after according to this condition. You can see here 4 into 15. This is a factors of 60, but they are different. 15 minus 4 is 11. So this is a correct factors. Okay. 4 into 15. 4 into 15 is correct factor of 16 such that their difference is 11. 15 minus 4. This is equal to what? This is equal to 11. This is clear? So student, I hope all have understood this part of these questions. Now, so we find the factor of 60 such that their difference is 11. So we replace 11 by 15 minus 4. After this we arrange it in a group such that each group has some common factors. Okay. So here in second step we can arrange this 6x square plus 15 minus 4x minus 10. Okay. So here if you use the right distributive law of multiplication over addition. What is the right distributive law of multiplication over addition? This is that a plus b into c. This is equal to a into c plus b into c. But here this is different, this is minus, so you can use here the right distributive law of multiplication over subtraction. So you can write it a minus b into c. This is equal to a into c minus b into c. This is the law of right distributive law of multiplication over addition. So you can write according to this law 6x square plus 15x minus 4x minus 10. After this we grouping it. So in first group we can write 6x square plus 15x, okay, minus 4x plus 10. This is the second group. This is clear? Now, then you can see here what is common in first group. What is common in first group? So you can say 3x. 3x is common in the first groups. After taking common 3x in first terms, we get here 2x. And after taking common in second terms, we get here only 5. Okay? So student, you can see here, we find the factors of first groups is 3x. We take common between both terms, 3x is 3x, then we get here 2x plus 5. If you have any difficulties to take common, then we express it as the product of irreducible factors. So, okay, now minus 4x plus 10. So tell me what is the common between them? 4x plus 10. Obviously you can say 2 is the common between 4x and 10. Okay. So you take common 2. After taking common 2, here we get 2x plus 5. Okay. So here we take common 2. And here inside the bracket we get 2x plus 5. This is clear? Student, you can see here 2x plus 5, 2x plus 5 is common between both terms. This is first terms, this is the second terms. If you take common 2x plus 5, then you will get 3x minus 2 as a remainders, or you can say as a quotient. Okay. So here in next steps we take common 2x plus 5. This is clear. Now after taking common 2x plus 5, in first terms we get 3x minus, in second terms we get 2. So in this way Student, you can say find the factor of 6x square. 6x square plus 11x minus 10. This is 2x plus 5 into 3x minus 2. So student, I hope all of you understood this question. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.